What's going on, everyone? Nick or Catalyst here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well. Patch 6.2 is upon us and is coming in the next week or so, and for the most part the community seems to be fairly excited for the time to kill changes that should bring the gameplay closer to where it was before the 5.2 update that spurned a lot of the player base, myself included. And for the most part, I can get behind that feeling of eagerness because the time to kill, as I've talked about a lot on this channel, it's ultimately one that is not fun to play, and it has created a meta in which the meta class and high rate of fire weapons in general dominate the game because long range combat has been so severely nerfed. If you want to watch that video where I give my objective analysis on the 5.2 update, you can click the link that is appearing at the top right hand corner of your screen right now. But in general, that update has done far more to kill Battlefield 5 than help it in my opinion, and I think a majority of people would agree with that opinion. So when DICE says that the 6.2 update is going to contain time to kill changes that use the time to kill from 5.0 as a baseline, that's something that I imagine people are excited about and will get behind. No, it's not a full revert like players have been asking for. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but it's a step in the right direction. Unfortunately, there is an underlying problem with the impending patch update that I haven't seen many people talk about, apart from one person, and that is Get Good Guy. You can go check out his channel if you wish, the link is going to be in the description. Now, this problem is something that only affects console players, so my friends on PC, you've got nothing to worry about, apart from the rest of the patch update, but you can go ahead and sit this one out. This problem I'm referring to is, of course, the snap aim assist that was sneakily and quietly brought into the game shortly after the 5.2 patch update was released, and to those of you who want to spam my comment section with messages telling me that I'm an idiot and that the snap aim assist is only in single player, it was confirmed by community manager Adam Freeman that it is in the game, and the message that tells you it's single player only is still wrong. 2 months later, which is fucking unbelievable, to be honest with you. If the snap aim assist is not removed by the time the 6.2 patch update is released, I'm scared that this time to kill change will be received as almost as big of a failure as the 5.2 patch update was. And if you're sitting here saying, well, Catalyst, the time to kill is going back to what it was before, and that's what the community wants, this is a good thing, yes, you would be correct in that regard. However, the quicker time to kill that we all played on was played without snap aim assist, which, if you didn't know, when triggered, automatically snaps your aim to your enemy's center mass. In other words, if this setting were on PC, it would be considered an aimbot hack. That's how strong this setting is, and I don't think that people understand that that's how strong the setting is.
Surely this isn't going to lock on. Surely not. That would be so ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait. I'm aiming right over the shoulder. It works. It actually does it. It actually does it with a scoped weapon. No. No way. Hold on. Oh no, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh my god, I'm aiming way off with some of these. Okay, nothing. I can't believe that's in the game.
Need I also remind you that before the launch of Battlefield 5, DICE was really proud and excited to announce that this type of snap aim assist would not be a feature in multiplayer, yet here we are over a year into the life cycle of the game, and now it's just another promise that DICE went back on in order to cater to casual, unskilled players in this recent crusade they've been on, consistently ignoring and deflecting community feedback and overall pissing off the core player base. Now, I've seen some people come and argue with me about the aim assist, and oftentimes their arguments fall into one of three categories, the first of which being that it doesn't really do anything. I read that as my squad got 3v1'd or something last night. Not. What is that garbage?
Last night, not.
Lo dije, hermano. Este sitio no me recuerda para ti, tío.
Pero nos hemos dividido de nuevo, tío.
¿No has ido solo, picha? Vente con nosotros.
Pues tío, estamos al lado, espérate.
Really? It doesn't do anything. Sure. Now, I apologize for the quality of the clips. I grabbed them straight from streams and I had to record one of them on my PlayStation, but in both clips I got killed with consecutive headshots. at full health by a player that not only did not see me first, but didn't shoot me first either, and I wasn't really missing my shots. What's worse is that at the end of the round, these players barely went positive, yet they killed me so quickly, it was like it was a competitive player doing it instead, and trust me, I have plenty of experience getting killed very quickly by some very talented players. Sure, my aim could have been better in the second clip, but not only did I jump out in front of him and surprise him, I mean, you can actually see him comprehending that I just jumped out in front of him. It takes like 2 seconds for him to react to me, but I hit him with a headshot as well for 70 damage, and he still killed me. Even if you wanted to make the argument that it doesn't do anything, which it clearly does, it's not something that you see working all the time, it's something that you feel, both in the time to kill and the time to death. It's not even the snap itself that is disastrously bad, it's the snap in combination with the aim assist slowdown in the game that is also, admittedly, very strong, that will keep you locked onto your target after you do snap to it, and it does have an impact on your performance. The second common argument I come across is, well, what about the new players? It should be in the game to help them learn, and while I can understand where this sentiment is coming from, I think that there are a lot of good ways to help new players learn, and Snap Aim Assist isn't one of them, especially because it's a feature that you can leave on permanently if you wish to, and even if there was a cutoff point for using the setting, say level 25, it would still be quite an annoying feature to play against, getting dunked on by anywhere from level 1 to level 25, especially with them not having any experience of the game, doesn't really sound like fun to me. I was a new player once too, and although I know I've come into a bit of a rare case, if I learned the game on my own, others can too. Not everybody needs their hands held, and I don't think people necessarily want their hands held a lot of the time. If you aren't good at the game right away, true progress comes from practice, not a setting that you can switch on and off in your settings tab. If DICE really wants to help new players, they need to do a better job of explaining the core fundamentals of Battlefield, because the training modules and the training range that they have available now are kind of lackluster. The third and final argument I hear is, Snap Aim Assist was in all the games you consider to be good Battlefields, so why are you complaining now? Well, my first response to that is, in prior games the Snap Aim Assist would only work with red dot sights and iron sights, making it just a close range utility, but in Battlefield 5, as we saw with Get Good Guys footage earlier, it works with scoped rifles and sniper rifles at long ranges as well. And my second point, just because Snap Aim Assist was in those games doesn't mean that it is any less of a deplorable feature, and just like I'm pushing back against it now, myself and many other prominent community members have been pushing DICE to remove the Snap Aim Assist from Battlefield for the better part of a decade, which makes the fact that they turned around, spit in our faces, and put Snap Aim Assist back in the game even after they were so proud to remove it is even more irritating. And the worst part is that I don't think unexperienced players know just how strong this aim assist is and how much it helps them. If you think that some of your deaths feel unnaturally quick now with this time to kill, just imagine how it's going to feel getting sprayed down with a Type 2A in the faster 6.2 time to kill. The Snap Aim Assist is designed to help players with either bad aim or bad reaction time, or both, but it can be exploited by those who really don't need it as well, as I talked about earlier. Where it really gives players the edge is in gunfights that they are not prepared for, which is what makes it all the more infuriating. Since the aim assist snaps to the center mass of the player you are aiming at, no matter how much of your target is on your screen, if you are generally aiming in that direction, the snap aim assist will place you on target or very close to it, even in situations where you realistically shouldn't be close. This makes it so that players using the snap aim assist, even if he is surprised in the gunfight or is outpositioned, has a chance to win the gunfight, which is quite frankly bullshit. If a player is surprised, outpositioned, or outsmarted and doesn't have the natural skill on his own to win that gunfight, he shouldn't win the gunfight, and that's what makes Snap Aim Assist so atrociously broken and bad for first-person shooters in general, never mind Battlefield. Snap Aim Assist allows you to win those gunfights. And as somebody whose main niche on Battlefield on YouTube is to teach you all how to play better and help players improve and better understand the game, I can't tell you enough how bad the setting is for your maturing as a player as well, because simply, you aren't improving your aim when the game is doing it for you, and you are also forming bad gameplay habits when it comes to your positioning, pathing, and overall gun skill. I guess my ultimate goal in this video was to explain what Snap Aim Assist is and why it's bad for the game for those who are uneducated or still think that it's not in the game, but Also, this serves as a plea for the slim chance that a developer sees this video. That plea being that snap aim assist needs to be removed from the game with the 6.2 time to kill changes, and if it's not, the feature alone can make the gunplay feel even worse than it already does with this current time to kill. It's already been stated that the game is not going to see a revert, so this, in my mind, is something that needs to happen to make sure that it is the closest thing to the 5.0 time to kill. 6.2 is the make or break patch for Battlefield 5, as many people are unhappy with DICE's design decisions and are equally as upset at the development team for their treatment of the community, the core community, and the veterans. There is, of course, a part of me that hopes that this update brings back the fun in Battlefield 5's gunplay, but I'm also as equally skeptical and afraid of what a fast time to kill feels like with the strong snap aim assist in the game, and I think people should be afraid as well. As I've been saying, I haven't seen many people talking about this, and I think that sometimes they genuinely forget that it's in the game or don't know that it's in the game, and haven't stopped to think about how much it's going to affect how the new time to kill plays in a lot of situations. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, make sure that you do drop a like, share it, favorite, all that good stuff. That helps me out tremendously. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoyed what you watched. Turn on post notifications if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter. Become a member if you're interested. The link to that is in the description below, or you can click the join tab on your desktop. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Nick or Catalyst, and I will see you all another time.